The year is 1405. The Laham archipelago is living a time of unrest. The war between Saria and Ingrid is raging. The defection of Commodore Henry Morgan led to the assassination of Queen Rada Hingeri. King Henry IV, filled with hatred and pain for the loss of his wife, started to call upon every available sailor to join the war and retaliate against the enemy. In the middle of the archipelago, Aegeus finally declared his independence and now is looking to build a strong nation. On the other side, the end of the War of the Coin left the Republic of Calgary in desperate need, and Fredegar seems willing to help in exchange for territory and resources. But a new religious movement is slowly building inside of this old kingdom, threatening to break it apart. In the south desert nation of Aegyptos, a civil war is threatening the commercial alliance with Obolua. If the leaders of those oligarchic nations do not put a stop to this madness, there will be no commerce in the future. Welcome. I'm Hunter Storyteller David, and this is Tales of the Forgotten Seas. A brand new show that explored the lives of a group of fantastic characters involving the vicious and complex stories that I created. Are they some swaggering anti-heroes? Strange, fascinating one? Maybe some social revolutionaries? Set sail with us in this fantastic world and discover the true meaning of adventure. Welcome back to another episode of the Tales of the Forgotten Sea. A brand new tabletop roleplay game that we are playtesting in front of you. And let's dive into this episode. Last time we left with a murder on our hand. Someone killed a poor fisherman of the Chatterpond Lake. And there was some serious, I will say, clue that lead to my player to believe that the killer has some kind of a supernatural kind of essence. Maybe. They're still pondering about it, they're still wondering about it. But let's open our scene, going back in front of the whole hunting lodge, hunting cabin, now kind of abandoned, with our group of people that surround the poor corpse of the once member of the paladin, known also as Arcanes.
Wait, he was a paladin?
Yeah, he was a paladin. He had the tattoo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The thing you saw. Okay.
Yep.
I completely skipped over that. I registered it in my brain and then immediately
It went off. It went out. But that's for you. Your GM, always remember. So, speaking of, what are you guys doing?
I stare at the pond and I look at the body and I say, whatever did this can't hurt the ducks. The quacking in his eye.
Roughly, how many ducks are there in the lake? Like, do we know? Can we calculate the difference next time we see them to assess if that is actually true?
This is the
You see right now, on a first glance, there are something between maybe 12 to 15 of them.
And what time is it? Because Hazel has another job that we're trying really hard to get her late to again.
It's probably between your chatting, the creation of the paste to lure the ducks and etc. is almost probably quarter to noon. Sorry, to 1 o'clock. So if you need to get back, dragging a corpse, you need to be down now.
No, exactly. So it took us an hour to get here, and you have an appointment at 2, I believe.
2:30.
Oh, okay. Is it reasonable that we drag a corpse for what took us an hour?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Hiking?
maybe someone talk to the mayor and find a way to the rest of us wait here and
Bring a cart or something, yeah.
We have to make sure that the body remains intact so that they can see the weirdness of this death.
I agree. So that's why I say let's not move it right now and ask for officials to come here.
Alright, since you're good with words, you should go and we should wait here.
He's army.
He's what?
Army. He's in the army. He's in the navy.
Okay, let's
This
be
guy's in the navy.
no. Let's be
So
Maybe as an official, because you're an official of the law, you can talk to someone and tell them this happened. Because me, they don't know me. I'm a nobody. Maybe they will get blamed for this.
I mean, they just have to look at the corpse. Like, I'm sorry, that doesn't look like you.
Hey, you want me to run? I can run. I can go get them.
no. The
But
thing
that's not a
is,
good idea.
that if we have to split somehow, always someone with massive power has to be with someone with no massive power, because something might attack in either way.
But I think we only have one of those with muscle
Yeah,
power.
you're the only one here who's strong.
So we're dragging the corpse.
No, let's
Everyone
not drag.
can roll me a perception roll, please.
Huh. 8.
I got a 4.
Talor is really good with me today. So I have a 16 for now. Give me a second.
Oh, good.
And that 16 turned into 22.
Critical token for you, my friend.
Thank you.
Like, I got a miracle 10. I'll take it.
You got a miracle 10, you take it. So, the 10 and the 22 heard a snap, like a branch being broken. That's what the 10. The 22 hear.
Guys, the wolves are back.
You know what? I'm gonna go talk to the person in town and bring him here. You're correct.
You didn't hear this, but nice reaction.
He said the wolves are back. He said the wolves are back. So yeah, yep.
Oh, that was good. Okay, you can have my next critical token.
I wanna say in an action movie tone, since I hear the snap, Hazel, I don't think you'll make this job on time either.
It's okay. We have
And pull out my knife in a very non-menacing way.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, what? You can say that and then pull out your knife.
I'm looking
Jesus
at the
Christ.
woods. Come on.
more serious things to attend to.
You know what? I'm also unsheathing my rapier.
I take my slingshot.
You're taking a slingshot. And what kind of, bullets or weapons or what kind of, rudimentary things you're going to throw with that? Just,
There are rogues around us, aren't they?
yeah, some.
I'll go with that.
Okay, good. So, from the sound, you start to see something moving in the bushes on the right side of the cabin. And at the beginning, it seems like a shape of a wolf. Strangely, though, the wolf is also almost furless, and there is a kind of exposed rosy red skin, like muscle fiber and etc. Almost like this thing is being skinned.
What the heck?
The head, the snout, is a little bit longer and larger than a usual wolf, and there are 4 eyes on it. And the growling sound is being emitted by this dislocated jaw, that almost like a predator, just opening and snapping back, closing.
Mm-hmm.
And there is
Charming creature.
something like a couple of them. Can I have a roll of nature from, a roll of arcana from whoever wants to do it?
I'm
Don't have
semi-decent. I have 2. What's
Okay.
that for? Sorry, what's that with, David?
Arcana is with willpower.
I will power.
No, in this case, because it's based on knowledge, I will ask you for cunning. It's more related to cunning. Because this is not a nature creature, or a natural one to be precise. And for you, Hazel, you can actually roll me lore with cunning.
Can I roll for lore too?
So, do you have occultism?
No.
You can try that with cunning.
No, I'm okay.
Me too. I'm not gonna try this.
As you see, the same roll is approached from 3 different angles, because this is based on where you come from, or your knowledge of things.
13 arcane. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just rolled the 4.
You roll a 4, you roll a
13, 1-3.
1-3. Okay, you heard of those. As I said, this is the time of the year where the veil between the realm of the Fatwas, of the fairy folk, and this land get a little bit thinner. Those creatures are known as Canis horribilis, or horrible dog or terror dog. But now here in Ingetir are also known as Jack Hound, where Jack is the patron of nightmares. So nightmare dogs, terror dogs, pretty much a name that fit. And those creatures are Fey based. Those are not animals. Those are creatures from a different realm.
So we're fighting hellhounds. Nice.
Maybe we should run. I don't know if our weapons are good enough to harm them.
At the cost of being ultra boring, are they scarable?
If they can be scared.
Yes.
The Hound of Nightmares.
Considering that their names is the Hound of Nightmares of the terror dogs, they need something much more bigger and scary than them to be scared. But
Something unexpected, like a firecracker, perhaps? I mean,
I don't
nightmares do start somewhere, right?
everything is worth to try. I'm not gonna stop you.
just gonna say A for effort.
I was gonna say exactly that. Just David, just simply because of his heart and of his spirit in that matter, I would give him a token. you think
if you wanna give him a
scaring
token,
the terror hound?
you wanna scare a terror hound, I'm okay with that. Of course, just so you know, it's a high difficulty.
But listen, I mean, it says terror, but it also says hound. Like, if you light on a firecracker a mile away from a dog, like, you're basically killing it. So, fine. Game on. I'll use my critical token.
Maybe we
Hey,
should know.
it's not from this world.
Wait. Just
Sorry,
to not
Leon.
confuse the viewers, you can't use your critical token. The critical token can be given only to other players. So, if someone of the other player, in this case, for example, Ember, Thieves, want to give you his critical token, yes, you have one.
Can I ask how many of them are there?
Visible, a couple.
I didn't like that answer at all.
Mhm.
Are they already, like,
Visible.
aware of us? Like coming at us? Or are they just, like...
Oh, they are coming into the meadow close to the lake, and they are literally coming from behind the cabin. And they are definitely aware of your presence because they smelled food.
I'm
and
gonna
I
go
know
with the
what we should do.
firecrackers.
I know
Yeah.
what we should do. We should go into the lake. They can't swim.
I was just gonna say, maybe we just leave the corpse to eat it and we'll hit it.
And you all guys roll initiative because I need action here. And you can decide to fight or flee. It's up to you. But I want initiative to see an order of action. So,
Is that agility, right?
in order for the initiative, like we did before, is just a cumulative roll with your agility. So you roll all of your agility dice, and the total result is your speed.
Tanner,
Well,
forsake me. I got a 7.
I mean, how fast can they be, right?
I got a 16.
I got it well.
I get an 8.
All right, guys, have good luck.
Oh no! I have small legs. I'm lost. It's like the bear thing. You don't have to run. You have to run faster than the other guy.
Exactly.
Jean, you are first.
Right. Okay, so what I already have my rapier in hand. I just go a bit to the side, so I'm not the first target, and I use my my concentration. I just keep all my actions in order to fend off and attack back if I can riposte.
Riposte. You want to riposte?
Yes.
You can riposte once per round. So that will be one of your action. You have another one, so you can decide to just delay your attack. So you're going to riposte and attack immediately after.
That's exactly what I'm hoping to do.
Okay, just to be precise, this is not to. It's not to riposte. You've been attack. You riposte once. They finish their round, and after
Then I
that
attack.
you attack. Perfect. And
Yes. So I keep my attack when it's close to me.
if it get close to you, yes.
If it gets close to me.
Absolutely.
If it doesn't, I'm fine with this.
A third one shows up. And at this time, it doesn't come from behind the cabin, but you hear the growling from your left on the shore. They are starting to surround you. An jaw just keeps snapping, and the growling seems to rise a little bit. The first one, not from the left, but from in front of you on the cabin, jump towards Hazel.
I think I had my sword out already.
The mouth open, the jaw just almost like seems to be twice his head the moment that he completely opened. And he tried to snap and bite you on the arm. He jumped and he tried to literally bite you on the arms. Do you try to parry, dodge, riposte? What are you doing? I remind you, you have 2 reaction per round, so they can be your movement or defense.
I want to parry.
You're going to try to parry. I remind you that putting your shield on is a kind of a long process, but because you have quickly take out your sword, you can use that one. So you don't have the bonus of the shield for this round of combat.
Okay.
So, please, roll your parry.
It's parry is with agility, right? Or with
Parry
brawn?
is with cunning.
Cunning. Nice.
It's not how fast you are, but how precise you interlock things between you and your opponent. And, it's just, you use your mind to exactly put the things in the right spot in order to prevent the attack. It can be used also agility, but just in, extreme case, you just blindly try to stop something.
Okay, I got a 4, so I think I failed.
Yeah, unfortunately, the teeth sink into your arm, dealing a total of 7 damage that you can try to absorb. How much is your brigantine?
I think I will absorb them.
Your brigantine has
Yes.
a value of damage they can absorb for each attack. How much is it?
That is the protection.
Yes, exactly.
3.
It's 3. So out of that 7, you take out 3 that have been absorbed by your brigantine, so only 4 damage for you. You are the tank of this group. Okay, but
Yeah,
that was
sure.
the first attack of the animal that is still attached to your arms, and he start to scratch your belly with his front paw. So, how you defend yourself from that?
Is it on the hand that I have the sword or the other hand?
The hand where you have the sword, because you try to parry with that.
Okay, so let me think a little bit.
In the meantime,
So
you
like
think
that.
about it, just so you know, your action immediately came next. So as soon as this attack finish, you are active, so you can attack.
Okay, so I'm like that and I'm holding my sword. Okay, can I switch hands and attack?
Yeah, but that's not defense. You will take the damage from the scratching of the creature, unless you sacrifice your reaction to change your hand so you can attack with the other one.
You know what? If it's grabbed on me, can I just push it on the ground?
Okay, it's a difficult one, so you can do a riposte. You can definitely try. The
How
riposte
do
is
I do
based
that?
on speed, so agility.
Agility, okay.
As usual, if you don't have the proficiency of the skill, you just roll your agility. You keep 1 dice, but doesn't explode. So 6 is your best bet, your best result.
Riposte is a skill?
Yes, it is.
Of course I don't have it, so I rolled the 5.
Okay. Quickly, you push the creature down, try to avoid it. Unfortunately, you're not fast enough, and the surface of your brigantine gets scratched. They don't do enough damage with their front paw and etc. to pass your protection, because they do 3 damage. You pretty much absorb all of them. But you are lucky. Their claw is not their primary weapon. Joe is. and it's still attacking you. As soon as you push it down, the animal just leave your hand free. And now it's your turn.
Okay. I don't like to repeat myself, but can I use the Vine of Thorns to grab it and squeeze it?
The Vine of Thorn is usually to hold something and pull it towards you. It's not. It doesn't squeeze. It doesn't create damage in that case. So you just grab and pull, and this creature is pretty much in front of you. Unfortunately, is at the moment is not the right use for that spell.
So I'll go for the classical decapitation. I will try to cut his head off.
Raise your sword, a couple of chop down. So please roll twice to see if you hit.
What do I roll exactly? I'm sorry.
In this case, because you're using a sword, a brutal weapon, if I remember correctly, because it's a large, heavy sword, you use your brawn plus the skill. In the meantime, Riska is thinking firecrackers.
18.
18.
The first, 18
Okay.
the first roll.
With the first roll. Okay, great. You went straight for the head of these things, and you just chopped down on the side of the head. Now for the second attack. Okay, even better, I think, by your reaction.
No,
No?
but it's 17, which is close.
Very close
Nice.
indeed. And they are both successful attack. So, how much damage does your sword inflict?
6.
6. So, 12 damage out of the door, just immediately like this. The creature whining and just strangely purplish blood start to pour out from the wounds. Fey creature doesn't have red blood apparently, or at least those don't. And, the creature is not dead yet, and that was your action. Riska, you are ready?
Oh, of course not. Of course
Just
not.
to give you an idea, after the whacking from Hazel, the other two are still observing. They didn't attack yet.
So I think I want to chug that famous feral elixir and join the fight with Hazel to send a message.
Okay. So your first reaction is to grab your feral elixir and chug it down into your throat, and all of you can quickly see strange changing in Riska appearance. It get bulkier. It get almost like claw on his fingers. There is a little bit of like kind of a needle kind of thingy at the end of a couple of your tentacle. They kind of get bigger, and even if you guys don't see, also your teeth started to grow and give you that even more beastly look. Your body start to tense. It will take, unfortunately, both of your reaction in order to do so. First to jog it down, and after the second reaction for the transformation. But you still have your 2 action.
How far am I from Hazel and the whole situation?
You were like 6 or feet away from her. So in a couple of steps you can easily reach the beast.
Then I would like to reach the beast, grab it with both hands, and try and finish what Hazel started with my tentacles. Just going like in the wound that she created.
So you try to grab with one action, and using the momentum, lift your tentacle and stab it with your needle claw with both of those in the
To
beast.
go as deep as possible, yes.
This as possible. Okay, roll your attack, please. Is an armored brawl with your brawn.
Not my specialty. Do I get anything from the feral elixir?
Yes, you get a +1.
I have a token to give you.
I have one too, but I
5.
think I want to.
Okay, so your first attack, you just try to grab on the beast, and you swing and a miss. The beast just kind of dodge on the side. Even if you didn't grab it, you still got the chance to lift one of your tentacle and pierce. Go again.
Take
6.
my token.
Oh, okay.
You gave him a critical token. Okay, great.
Yes.
So with that, we go up to 10.
Just what you needed. The tentacle pierce deep into the side skin. the horrible look of those creatures, they look almost like someone removed the skin and all the muscle seems to be visible, is now being pierced heavily by your tentacle. And when you remove it, there is a hole, and it started to pour out this strange ichor. You never tried this before with the feral thing. If you go and check, there is an amount of damage that your tentacle usually does.
I cannot see it.
Okay, it usually deals 2 points of damage, but with the feral, it goes up double it, and it goes for 4. It's just a simple needle, so of course it doesn't go very high. So, the 4 damage seems to pierce the skin, go through the muscle layer protection, and just make a mess out of it. So when you you reach back in position, your tentacle is still, kind of moving in front of your face, and is dripping this purplish ichor that it seems to be the blood of the creature.
Tasty.
And Ember, that's now you. Jean, you're back on deck immediately after him.
Aren't the other wolves gonna play? Just one play?
For now, it doesn't seem so, at least on this round.
Okay.
All right. I want to try and make the wolf fumble.
Okay, which one? The same that is in front of...
Yeah, the one we've been attacking. And let's see where we go from there.
Okay, so, please, now that you have a dot on the thingy and you are in the middle of a combat, the difficulty is a little bit higher for the fumble. It usually is 5, because when you're not rolling in the middle of on a fight, but now you need to keep your concentration and make sure that you got to be precise. The target number is equal to the defense of your opponent.
All right.
So do we also see him casting spells? Or is it more subtle? Is it more subtle,
It's more
or do we see
subtle.
him
Usually for him is just playing with a coin, pretty much. In this case,
All right.
But because it's close to you, you maybe hear him a little mumbling some words.
Anytime I ask a prayer to Talor, I do it in Aegeus, obviously.
In Aegeus.
So what do you say?
And I rolled sadly a 5.
Let's hear it in Aegeus what you say to Tyler, just for the fun of it.
Το ξέρω πως έχω ζητήσει πολλά αυτές τις μέρες, αλλά είμαστε λίγο επικίνδυνα. Οπότε, αν γίνεται, σε παρακαλώ, Τάλορ, βάλε το χέρι σου.
Therefore, the non-Aegeonian speakers means...
This roughly translates to, I know that I've been asking a lot these past few days, but we're in a pickle, so please, Talar, if you're there, help us.
And unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be answering.
God damn it! I knew
in
it.
this case, god damn it indeed, because it's your god. And I'm sure if, swearing at him right now is the right course of action immediately after you ask.
It's the relationship I have with Talar.
I'm like, Nick, dude, are you praying? What the heck?
And speaking of, that was your first action. What's the second one? I remind you, you can't cast more than one spell per round.
Yeah, I know. I have my slingshot on the other hand, but I don't have any rocks picked, so I guess I'll just pick some rocks and be ready.
You can sacrifice one of your reaction to quickly pick a rock and attack with that.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay, so you have only one defense for the rest of the round.
And it's aim and shoot and agility, right?
And not brawn.
I'm a little scared.
All right. Hey, it's one less.
Because you're using your strength to pull.
I told you that's the relationship I have with Talar. 2 6s. By the way, it's 4 dice, 6 6 5 5.
Nice.
Very good indeed. So you roll the other 2 dice, and maybe you got a critical.
4 and 1. I got cocky with Talar, and he took it away. It's still 17.
That's very
17
good.
is very good indeed. It's not
No, it's
critical, but it's very good indeed.
17. What?
17.
Yeah.
I heard you said 13. I'm like, what?
No. 17. 1-7. You quickly grab a rock. It is a small pebble. You didn't even think about it. You just pull it and you release it, and it hit the side of the creature's head, and it deal another couple of damage. It's still a pebble, a very close distance, but it can be deadly if it's in the right spot. So that brings back up to the beginning of the round with Jean.
Okay, so no one attacked me, so I didn't have to riposte anyone.
No, so
But, question. Does the one that came from the left, is it more close to the water?
yeah, definitely, it's on the shore.
Can I go like between it and the water so I can feint it maybe when it attacks me to throw it itself in the water? To
So
try to
you
do a
will
riposte.
move a little
Like
bit.
like a matador, like who does with a bull.
Yeah, you can definitely try. Of course,
Okay.
that will immediately means that you try and dodge one of their attack, and if you don't dodge it, that means they will bite you no matter what.
But I can still riposte if they. Okay, do I? The question is, do I have to forfeit my action in order to do that? That's the first question. And second, I do have a feint, like a special professional skill
Yeah, that means that
that aid me.
when you feint, that means that when you plan an attack, that is include like a feint, and you got a bonus on the roll. In this case, a +2. If you want to
Is there a way?
dodge an attack, that is more like a riposte. If you want to do a feint, you attack twice. The first attack is the feint. If he hit, the second attack is the real one, and you got a bonus both on the hit and on damage.
I can
Thanks.
All right. So can I also attack and prepare myself for dodging later, or can I prepare to dodge, giving myself a bonus in order for me to?
You have 2 action, 2 reaction. Dodge can be one of your reaction, but if you do the feint, use the 2 action in order to do so.
Okay. So what I want to do is put myself between the wolf and the water.
In the water.
I will try to feint an attack, and then I will keep my dodge as a reaction in order to make it go into the water, if
To
possible.
splash into the water. Okay, perfect. Still.
In order to feint, do I have to make an attack with fencing weapons as usual?
Yes.
Excellent.
So you try your feint
Good.
first.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. That's a very, very, very good roll. I got 2 6s. And 5, that's 17.
In total.
So my feint is a 17.
Your feint is 17. It's very good. You seems to attack the creature. Try to dodge it down, but because it's a feint, you quickly move your rapier in the other way, and you got a bonus of on the roll.
It's not that good. I got a 10.
You got a 10, but
But
because of the
with
bonus,
the bonus problem.
because of the bonus, it goes up. Because the 17 already was a success, so the second attack is almost pretty much already a success. The 10 is just on top of that, so it became a critical attack.
Congrats!
Oh, it becomes a critical attack. Ooh. So does that mean double damage?
Yes.
So I did
Nice.
14 damage.
Yeah, you literally slash the creature on the side, almost cutting the hedge of the unhinged Joe.
Nightmare who? Just wait until I bring out the firecrackers.
You know what? I'm like dancing, moving my body around to taunt it just a little bit more.
Perfect. So, the creature, after the heavy wound received on the side, seems to look at you with a very, evil eye, bad intent. He growl, even if he's in pain, and the purplish ichor just drop on the ground, and he started to almost like circle around you, and he went for the attack. Unfortunately, not on you. Hazel, the creature, instead of jumping on your friend Jean, attack you from the side.
Why?
Because they act in pack. So,
I wish the creature would be called onto me, the other one, and not the other way around.
Unfortunately not. That magic you did, it was indeed intense, but those creatures act as a like a pack. They already have a strategy, and they follow through. Plus, the fact that you inflicted so much damage actually scared the creature a little bit, so to make him think, yeah, maybe this is not the one that I want to fight on. Maybe it's better.
I scared the nightmare creature.
Nice. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
So, Hazel, you are attack on the side, so the creature is flanking you, and
And I just shout a little bit like, Hazel! Just for cinematic effect.
absolutely. Unfortunately, you have a -2 on the roll to defend yourself. You try to dodge or parry or riposte.
I would dodge, I think.
Okay, agility plus your dodge.
Oh no, wait. I will not dodge because I don't have dodge.
Okay, I remind
So I
you,
will parry.
you still have dodge. You're just not proficient in it. But this is a
I don't think one die is enough.
no, especially with a -2.
I'm just hoping for a 6. So parry and shields with
Cunning. After this, Ember, you are on, and Riska, you're on deck.
I rolled the 6. That's why I'm happy.
Yeah, I
So I
get that.
reroll. And another 6.
Nice.
And re-roll again.
1.
Still, a 13, just for this, -2 is still an 11. That is exactly what you need. So you quickly put your sword and just bang the creature that just drop on the ground and just scatter back and just keep growling in your direction. Now you have one on your left and one in front of you. And the one in front of you didn't attack yet, and it does now. It jump. The jaw just really big open again, try to probably bite you on the arm like he did before. But he seems wiser than that. It goes for the jugular. It goes for your throat. What you do? You still have one reaction.
Yay. Can I use my shield?
Didn't take it out last round.
So I can't.
No. You can still use your sword to parry.
I will do that.
Yeah,
I'll
go for
parry.
it. Just to make sure you get this, Argyro, you can attack twice in a round, and you can defend twice in a round. So you still have all those options, and that's for you, but for everyone. 2 action, 2 reaction.
Okay, this time I wasn't so lucky. I rolled a 5.
Unfortunately,
Get my critical token.
you gave her your critical token. Okay,
Critical token is a 6.
very good. So it became immediately an 11. You can roll again.
Also, dice from critical token explodes as well.
Yes,
Yes.
they do. Dice for blessing and other means like that don't. For critical token, they do. It's almost like you gave this person the proficiency in that skill.
I rolled an extra 2, so we are 13.
A 13. Very good.
I
Very
like
good
the number.
indeed. So, raise your shield, your sword in front of you, and the teeth literally bite the edge of the sword. The creature is now holding your sword between her teeth, and you just try to, move it and take it out from your hand. I need you to roll an endurance roll, only your endurance, to get a very grip on your sword, because the creature wants to take it out from your hand.
Okay, that was a very strange roll because I had a 6, 2 aces, and a 2, which is 10.
And it's better than his roll, because his roll, in order to take the sword out of you, it was a total of a 8. One of the wolf attacked you, and used the other action to try to remove the sword from you. The other one attacked you, and you parried it. What's going on with the third one? Why he didn't do nothing so far? And he's still there, close to the cabin, watching. Riska, can I have a perception roll from you?
It's a 5.
We have a critical token to give the person.
I just gave it.
Does my critical from the riposte, from the attack, produce a critical token?
That create
And
a
it's a
critical
6.
because you did the feint action. It is not a critical token. It's almost like you lose one of your action in order to create the critical. But anyway, no, unfortunately you can't give it. So
Bummer. It would have been a 6. Just a 5 then.
something. grab your thigh, and all of a sudden something pull you. I need a muscle power roll against the creature.
I'm assuming brawn, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to fly.
Does he have any extras from the potion?
The feral give you a +1.
And it's a 6. Yes, thank you, Elixir. Well, maybe. Maybe not.
Your blood, the blood of the creature still dripping from your tentacle, you got in just enough time to see what happened to Hazel, when all of a sudden something grabbed your thigh and just pull you, and you go face down on the ground. And another of those, drenched in water, just jump on your back and bite you on the neck. You receive 7 damage. This creature walk out around on your right side, went into the water, and back to surprise you from the back.
So, how many creatures are.
Four.
And that's why I ask. And 2 of them are on Hazel.
Hazel. One of them is on Riska, and the 4th one is in front of you watching. But anyway, Riska, that was the first attack. Now that you know you are prone on the ground, you have a -2 on the roll. You can try to defend yourself, or you try to fly or to dodge away for the second attack, or parry with something. What are you trying to do?
I would very much to get back on my feet because we were so close with the other one. So whatever way I can try to do that, I'll do that.
Okay, the thing is still their action. So at the moment you can only react
Oh,
to
yes,
them.
sorry.
Remind you, you absorb through your skin and your leather armor part of the damage, so you didn't take full 7 damage, but a little bit less than that. If I remember correctly, you have a protection of 1 through your tough skin and a protection of 2 through your leather armor.
That's right.
So you only took 4 damage for the attack, just to make sure.
If you remember correctly, sure, yes.
I made the rule. I just help you to make your equipment, but if I remember correctly. Anyway, so how you defend yourself? You try to dodge, you try to parry, you try to tumble on the side, to roll out of the your position. Just as I told you, you are prone on the ground, face down on the sand. So you are at -2 for whatever roll you choose to.
I try to roll out of the situation, like I'm face down, I have no idea when the attack is coming, so dodging doesn't seem like I would look pretty dumb, I think. So
It's still considered a dodge. You just roll instead of, just going on the side.
sure.
Are you proficient with the dodge?
Of course not. I do the science thing.
Perfect. So can I have an agility roll from you?
Am I the only one who has dodge here?
I roll it the exact same as before, 1, 4, and 6, so a 6.
It's a 6. Unfortunately, as you said, you don't know where the attack come from. So a second bite on your side pierced through your skin, inflicting you other 4 damage in total. I already consider your protection. For the rest of you, you see not you, Azo, because you have 2 of them in front of you, but for the rest of you, it seems the Riska is taking a lot of damage right now, especially because there is one of those creatures on top of him. Ember, what are you doing? Actually, no, sorry. Riska, what are you doing? I apologize.
All good. Is there anything productive that I can get out of the fact that these things don't bleed, but they pour out the purple thingy?
It's pretty much their blood, so what you want to try to understand, if that thing is flammable,
If it's very reactive to firecracker, yes.
Very, very, very good indeed. Unfortunately, you don't have your kit and time to take a sample and just try to understand. But you can light up
give you a
your
moment.
firecracker and try it. Maybe it will work.
Like this.
Here, hold this.
Priority 0 is definitely getting back on my feet and not under one of those things. So I would like to do that. So first of all, I'd like to like roll on my back because I'm just anything can
Absolutely.
happen to me right now. So roll back on my back, and while I do that, just have a go at the thing face.
Thanks
I
for
have
your
claws after all.
acrobatic. I will allow you to use your agility and acrobatic in order to do so. In the meantime, before I forgot, Azel, you didn't do your attack. So, please roll those. Because we did your defenses, but we didn't do your attack, and it was your round. Sorry.
So I'm attacking again with my sword twice.
Perfect. On which one? The one is already
The,
been wounded, or the new one on your left?
the wounded.
Go
And
for
your
it.
one is also wounded.
Yeah, true.
The very wounded.
They are both wounded.
14 damage is very wounded. 14 damage is very wounded, if you want to know.
Yeah, you can do also one and one. You don't need to focus on only one of them.
Of course, why kill the first one and then kill the other? What would that good do?
I had a plan for
I'm just
the
joking. I'm just joking.
So,
I had a plan for the wounded one before I went eating mud.
can I know the roles of each of my player? So, Riska, what was yours for the athletics? Sorry, for
12.
the acrobatic.
Yes, 12.
Okay, so you use one
Yep.
of your action to roll on the side and jump back in position. And luckily for your 12, it's not enough to, it's more than enough to make sure that the creature is not on top of you anymore. But now you have a very wounded back that you are profusely bleeding, and there is one of those in front of you. So think about your action, because you still have one. In the meantime, what was your first attack, Hazel?
My first one was 18.
Oh, okay. That's definitely a hit.
I'm sorry, I'm doing the math.
Yeah, it's okay.
And the second one was 13.
13. Still a hit. Not as good as the previous one. But before you do the second attack, you just slash again, and you hit the creature on the side, inflicting another 6 damage, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And the creature take a couple of steps back and drop. And at that point, before you inflict the second attack on it, you got a moment to choose if you want to carry on to make sure that the creature is gone for sure, or you can redirect that same attack on the other one.
I already said before that I'm going to hit 1 and 1.
Oh, 1 and 1. Sorry, I didn't hear you that. Sorry, I apologize for
It's
this.
okay.
So the second one, it got hit again, and the creature seems to kind of shake their head. There is now a gaping wound on the side, and it growls in your direction, but it's weak, and it seems like there is fatigue in their breathing pattern and such like. So, one seems to be unconscious. The other one seems to be very at the edge of dying. Maybe, maybe not. Riska, Ember, you're on deck.
I'm gonna go for an old classic. So my back is slashed, and I'm about to take some more. So I'm gonna go ink cloud and step away a little bit.
Okay, so you try to spit your ink in front of on the creature face. There, do I remind you that you have you need to use an armored brawl in order to do so, because it's a natural attack. You have your feral not right now, so you have a +1. But even if you roll a 7, there is a good chance that you're not gonna miss it, but maybe you don't hit the target completely. You still create the ink thing, but that means also you engulf probably a couple of your companion in it. I'm not
I feel
stopping
like
you.
we've been here before.
Not stopping you, and just let you know of the consequences of your action.
No, thank you. Probably avoided a disaster. No, I'm gonna go through with the original plan. I got back on my feet. I'm just gonna slap the thing with my claws now. Temporary claws.
Temporary clause, yeah. Okay, great. Go for it.
The +1 from the feral elixir doesn't give me proficiency, just an extra dice, right?
Just an extra 1.
That's a 6 then.
A total of 6. Unfortunately, you go and scrape the surface of the creature. You start to see a little bit of line of blood where you touch it, but it doesn't seem to have inflicted a lot of damage. Probably not enough. It's just a scratch. And that was your second action. But still, Ember, what are you doing?
So we still have 2 dogs on Hazel,
No, one dog on Hazel.
one, and
The other one
one
seems
on Riska.
alive, maybe alive and maybe not. Is unconscious. Is on the ground, and is still one looking. And there is now one on Riska.
Only one on the Riska.
One on Riska, yeah. The one
Nice.
that's looking, the one that was looking, it didn't seem to have done nothing yet.
All right. I was going to do something more extravagant if Riska and Hazel hadn't succeeded with their actions. So I'm just gonna shoot the one that's attacking Riska.
Okay, so you grab another pebble. You're going for an action, or you're just blindly with your reaction to grab one? Because there is a difference there. Reaction, you just put your hand
I'm
down,
gonna use-
grab something, and you wish that is the right thing.
Since the one of the dogs haven't moved yet, I will keep my reaction and I will use my one action to grab the rock and another to shoot it.
Okay, because the action is not to grab the rock, but you actually look. You
Yeah.
find the rock, you grab it, and you use it. I'm just
Okay.
specifying here because there is a difference in terms of the damage you're inflicting.
All right.
Because you now didn't pick just a little pebble, you took a rock, and you're now using it. Braun,
All right. All right.
aim and shoot.
I got a 10 with a 6, so come on. Another 6! 16! And a 2. 18! Not bad.
No, very good indeed, very good indeed. And you just pull, you aim, you release, and the rock seems to go through the side of the chick and go pretty
Nice.
much on the other side, inflicting 4 piercing damage on the creature.
Nice.
That was the series of your action. And the fact that you didn't use your reaction, it was a good thing. Running towards you and leaping with the mouth open. The fourth and last Jack Hound tried to attack you on the side. Please, defend yourself.
I don't have a parry or dodge. Nice. All right. I guess I'll try to dodge with just the one die.
Okay.
It's still 3 dice, so Tyler, you bitch! I got 4.
Using his whole body to literally leap on you and put you down with his whole body, the creature just put their paw on your chest and push you on the ground. After that, he bite you on the throat, inflicting 7 damage. And now you are prone.
All right. I have something ready for this.
Very good, but it will be happen during the next round, because now we are back on Jean.
But Ember is on the ground, right?
Ember is on the ground, yes.
I'm running to save Ember.
It's not more running like do a couple of steps, but yes, I see that.
Okay, I do a couple of steps and I say, hey, put it with someone on your own size. Well, technically it's for my size than Ember's. So I do the same. No, you know what? I'm attacking twice.
You're attacking twice.
Or, okay, you know what? I wanna do my attack first, and I'll see what I wanna do second. Okay?
Okay.
I will do my attack first. Just the normal fencing weapons attack with my 6 dice. Oh no. That's an 8. Anyone have a critical token here? No one. Okay.
I
No, I do actually.
I
I
did
do
mine.
actually.
You do?
You wanna help?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, we're in a bit of a situation, so go for it.
Are you sure? How many critical token you have left?
Me? None after this.
Okay, okay, so that was the last one. Okay.
12
12 is a
in
hit.
total.
12 is a hit.
So, 7 damage.
Piercing damage, because he's a rapier, so it's going through and piercing damage.
Piercing damage. And if it's off of Ember, I just my other action is to pick up Ember, to pick him up from the ground, so he's not on the ground.
Okay, Ember has a wolf on top of him.
That's why I.
Yeah,
why I
it's
tried
not
to-
like the wolf is moving because you pierced him.
I'd say he tried to dodge or something like this. If he's immovable, Maybe I can
No,
just hit
because he
him
didn't
infinitely.
expected an attack from you, so it doesn't. You piercing him. You move on the side a little bit, but still on top of Ember. You can try to push him. That's a different action.
No, I don't have that much strength. I can't push him. It needs brawn, right?
Yeah,
And muscle power. I have none of that. So
okay.
I will just attack a second time.
Attack a second.
And I will try to put its focus on me instead of Ember, if that helps
Okay.
with my attack. I am not joking. Guys, I rolled 6 dice. 5 of them are aces. One is a 2.
Wow. Jesus.
6 dice, 5 of them are aces. So it's a 3.
And unfortunately, your change of reaction and direction. Oh, I help him. No, wait, stop. And you try to quickly slash, and you go wild. But now it's their turn.
I'm looking at an Ember and I'm like, I tried.
Riska, the one that is in front of you, seems to pick something almost like a command of something. And he go and attack Ember. Attacking the creature on the ground with their companion is their tactics.
Alright.
So, Ember, what you trying to do? Dodge, parry, put your arms in a sacrificial way in front of you,
Cry a lot.
cry a lot.
Call the duck. Like, where's the duck? Like,
I think I
Come
used
on.
my reaction.
You
Didn't
think
I?
you want to do, son?
You haven't done your reactions. No, you haven't done any reactions.
No, you didn't have any reaction. It's a new round, so
Yeah.
you
You
still
have
have
2 reactions.
Oh yeah, because I played last, so we circled back.
I start the round.
You know what? I like that. I'm gonna use my nature trying to summon the duck in order to help me.
That's not gonna work.
The duck.
and here
the duck
goes the
will come to
duck
my aid.
after all these efforts.
No, the duck will come and save me. I believe in the duck.
Okay, so you receive 7 damage from the first attack. You guys see Ember try to mumble something, and there is a gargling sound because, of course, in all of this, there is a wolf literally biting his throat. So it's like, whoa, ducks! Something like that.
I'm trying to quack.
Sir Daxon, where are you?
Yeah, and there is it's like, what? Something like, very, they're coming from his throat. And there is a moment where the two wolves are like, whoop.
What just happened? What did he just do?
But because it didn't defend itself from the first attack, the wolf attacked again.
I have the element of surprise.
Try to dodge it.
All right. Can I try to grab something from my bag?
From your back, you are on the ground, so there is a little bit of difficulty there. But I will say this is an agility thing.
All right.
Roll me an agility check. You say you want to grab something. Let me
I
check.
wanna grab as it tries to bite me. I want to grab something and put it in front of me as it tries to bite me.
In this case, I will say I will ask you for athletics or acrobatics. You don't have either, so
Don't have either.
You roll me an agility check. You keep only 1 dice, and I will let you know. It's not a high difficulty.
Got a 6, and I got 2 6s. I got a 2, a 6, and a 6. Yeah.
Okay, unfortunately there is no exploding 6s in this case. What I want to ask you, what do you grab from your backpack?
My last bomb.
How is it gonna explode if he doesn't have any fire?
We'll figure about that.
Oh my god!
I just, as it tries to bite me, I put it in front of its mouth.
The mouth almost close on you. The bomb and your hand holding it. Now the entire bomb and your hand is in the creature's mouth.
You.
And the warm sensation of your own blood started to, pour down to your hand. Because, of course, it's still biting. And after a few seconds, you heard a crack. And the bomb is destroyed in his mouth. And all the powder just pour down in his mouth and on your arms.
Well, it's gonna die of poisoning
The creature
Or
immediately
firecrackers.
or firecrackers.
and he started to move a couple of steps away, yeah, coughing heavily. You take
Can
only 3 damage.
I scream something at Riska?
Yeah, but when is your action?
Damn it!
Or you can sacrifice one of your reaction to do in order to do so.
Oh, I didn't use my reaction. I can
You
use
use
it. Yeah.
one
You
to
just
call
use.
the ducks, and the other one to put this bomb inside his mouth. So I don't think you can do anything else at the moment.
Damn it!
But
The
that
dogs
was
do
the first wolf out of the 2 that are on you.
Throw the firecrackers.
You can't say that. But the second one heavily starts to bite you on the chest and the legs.
We're losing Ember.
For another,
I can soak 4 more attacks.
Can you try to dodge it?
for a total of 14 damage, you absorb twice.
I can 2 more attacks.
Well, there's another wolf coming for you.
And that's
Can I
Two.
use a reaction to throw the firecrackers?
not now, especially because that is an action, not a reaction. And the third wolf attack no one, because the third wolf that is in front of Hazel turn his back to the team and start to run away, unless you stop.
Ah,
So Hazel, because now is your turn, you have the opportunity to attack the creature on a +4 because it's running away from. Do you take that chance, or you prefer to use your action to do something else?
I prefer to try and save Ember.
Okay, so the creature just take a couple of steps back, turn on his on the spot, and he started to run away back into the forest.
I want to ask something.
Yeah.
It's one of my profession skills, special skill, protection. Can I use that now that I want to protect Ember?
Yeah, that means that if you are close to someone, you can use your shield to parry for them.
Okay.
That's what the protection things does. But at the moment, your shield is still on your back.
Okay, so I am going to attack the 2 creatures that are on Ember.
1 each.
One each.
Go for it. In the meantime, you roll for that. Riska, what are you doing?
So we have one laying on the ground, one run away,
And 2 on
and 2 on
Ember.
Ember. At this point, I have to do the firecracker thing. I'd like to lead on the firecracker and, well, I say throw them, but basically just
beat
this
the wolf.
towards Ember because we're very close to each other. So you can stuff it in the thing mouth and hopefully scare the other one because that will probably produce something that nightmares are made of. So, you know.
Okay, roll me throw. Throw is with your brawn. It's the same skill as aim and shoot. Is also /thrown, but please. I'll let you tell you this. If you roll me a 6, something will happen.
It's 2 1s and a 6, so let's see it.
Okay. All of a sudden, Ember, this series of small firecracker just started to go off close to you. And one of them don't explode. But the explosion of, because they are all together, the beam literally throw it on the side, and he hand up close to the creature that is now coughing, and at that point actually explode. And the residue of your powder on the bomb doesn't explode as well because it's when there is not compressed, but it caught on fire.
My plan was right all along.
Nice one, Talor, nice one.
If I remember correctly, your bomb does 15 damage when it explodes, right?
Yep.
Great. A third of that will be 5. Yeah, I think 5 damage by fire, it will be the right things. At the moment, the head of the creature, all of a sudden, the inside of his mouth, it literally starts to look like this creature is breathing out fire.
Now that's a terror dog.
It's not going to last long, probably just this round, but the creature is whining in pain and is going around in a circle, try to take out this thing. And he started to move towards the water. That means, Riska, you still have another action. What was your roll?
I had 2 exceptional rolls.
Okay.
It was a 21 and a 33.
Hey!
Jesus.
So, both of them
Just
are
the other way.
criticals. Both of them are criticals. If I remember correctly, your sword does less damage because it does more damage when it hit criticals. Could you confirm that for me?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Your long sword, yeah, it does less damage because it has a 10 feet reach. Because it is an Angitarian long sword. But
It is.
when other people does 7 damage with their sword, they have a reach of only 5 feet. You have a 10 feet reach, so you can be a little bit more far away from the danger when you does. Also, when you do critical, it has a +1 on the total. So, does 12 plus 1, 13.
So 26 damage in total.
26 damage in total to one and to the other.
Jesus.
So, 13, 13. Before the creature with the mouth on
Congrats.
fire can reach the water, the swing of your sword pretty much cut one of his leg, and the
Ouch.
creature drop on the ground, cough one last time, and die. The other one, however, that seems to be in the alpha, because it was the one leading the attack, is hit heavily on the side. Again, it doesn't seem to move. Actually, with almost like a certain amount of boldness. It seems like almost like pushing down on Ember's body even more, growling in your direction.
I'd like to go swing at the creature back to relieve some of the pressure from Ember. I'd like to get him out of there.
Just with your
just-
claw.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
While I have them.
still, go for it.
It's a 5. I really need to do
Unfortunately-
some muscle training when we get out.
Get a critical.
She's giving
do
you
I?
a critical token.
I'm giving you critical.
The critical just
It was for
acquired.
me too, I have an idea.
A 10?
A 10 is enough. A 10 is enough. 4 damage inflicted to the creature with your new claw. And the creature seems to taking them heavily. Don't fall. So we have one last action from this round from Ember. What was it?
I'm gonna do the Curse of Talor to the dog that's on me.
How are you gonna pray like this?
You are still with, this thing is breathing heavily on you, and etc.
Yeah.
There's now
I'm
dripping
gonna
also
I'm gonna
blood on
curse
you.
it. I'm gonna curse it.
Let's hear it, and let's roll it.
Let me roll first. All right, 4 dice. Oh, why? 4 ones and the 4. 3 ones and the 4. Jesus. Okay, so I get a 4.
You got a 4. Unfortunately, it seems that Talor is leaving you behind.
God damn it!
A little bit like the ducks. I'm sorry, that was that was uncalled for.
Come on, this is how villains are made. Don't do this.
Why?
I'm joking.
Fair play?
So, beginning of the round, we are back on you, Jean. But before you do that,
Alright.
something fly on your side.
Oh no.
You just see a small kind
Raven.
of a
Duck.
shape.
It's a
You
duck.
see one, another, and another,
It's not a duck.
and 3 big ducks
It's a duck.
are landing on the wolf and start
Yes!
to pick on him.
Right.
Your action.
Don't hit the ducks.
Okay, I have a question. First of
Yes.
all,
What?
does the fake creature seem to have intelligence more than a normal animal?
Oh, definitely yes.
Yes. Okay. So what I want to do is like go right into his face, like very close to it. I'm gonna tell it. All your siblings are either dead or have left you. There's no need for more killing. Leave now or die. And I want to persuade it actually to leave.
Persuade or intimidate.
More like a persuasion. I don't want it to die. I
So your
genuinely don't
tone
want
is like, please, die.
leave. There's no reason to fight each other.
Okay, so this is a roll between you and the creature. So,
Yes.
you roll for persuasion, and I need to roll against that persuasion.
All right. So many ones. But I have a
Take the
6.
critical.
I have a 6. Okay. Okay. I'll take the critical. Wait. It's a 6. It's a 3 and a 2. And I can roll another die and a 5. So 11, 13, 16.
I roll a 3.
It's good.
It rolled a 3.
A 3.
You got 3 aces.
Yes, 3 aces.
Okay, 16.
Between the terrible noise of the duck peeking and beating the creature, between the four of you, the three of you surrounding it, in your words, the creature jump back, and unless you guys are doing nothing, it run into the wild.
Can some of you useful people actually kill the thing, please?
I just raised my arm
I help him up.
in a fist. I'm just the ducks.
I just give you up, bring you up.
The ducks are flying away at the moment. And is this
I take Ember and put him into the river as a sacrifice.
What?
your blood is started to pour into the river. The water started to get slightly red.
I'd like not to stimulate the
From
thing
the
that's in the
river.
water.
Why?
Take him away from the river.
So many questions.
I'm just joking. I'm joking. I was joking.
All of a sudden, a big glowed hand,
a large white placard. Thank you.
Were
Yeah,
you waiting?
very
were you
nice of
waiting
you.
for me to tame the ducks in order to sacrifice me? What the fuck?
Nothing of this
joking.
happens.
But your face.
Yeah, Jean just help you to raise up. Some of you
Yes.
less, some of you heavily, some of you none don't have any wounds on them, but every one of you seems to have survived this encounter. And you realize something. The two Hounds there here, one is dead, definitely. The other is still breathing, but is unconscious. What you guys do?
Can I ask something?
I don't want to kill it.
When the alpha went into the forest,
Yeah.
can I follow it?
Alone, that's not a good idea.
You can follow the tracks, because you didn't
Yes.
say it immediately. It's not
I
like
don't want to
immediately-
follow the thing. I'm not interested in killing it or anything. I just want to see where it did go, where it went.
Well, it's tracks plus blood, probably, because it's.
Yeah, there are some bloods. That is the reason tracks. There are multiple of them. I will
Should we
say
Tend
you
to our
roll,
own wounds before that?
you roll me a survival roll when it's the time you to follow. But before you do so, what's the plan, guys? What do you guys now do?
Well, I'd really like Griska to help Ember with his wounds, if he knows.
I wanna go take a look at Ember's throat and do what I can with what I have. Basically, that's priority number one. The second one you're not gonna like, but let's start with that.
Yeah, and I go to the wolf.
Okay.
I don't have survival, so I'm only rolling what?
You don't have survival direction. Strange.
Yep.
That's unlikely of you. Yeah, we talk about that. You prefer to wander in the wild until it's time to go to find a spot and just rest there. Yeah, you roll your cunning and at the moment, and you roll that and try to find the tracks and see how it goes. The difficulty is not high. Unfortunately, you don't have proficiency on the skill, so only a 6 can help you on the matter right now.
Nope, it's a 4.
It's a 4. I was actually looking for, also 5 was going to do something, especially because he lost a lot of blood, but unfortunately, even if you can follow it for, at the beginning, after you realize that you lost the prince probably after 50 meters from the cabin. Anyway, how was your medicine roll, and what did you use to help?
I forgot to roll. Sorry.
It's okay.
So that's an 18.
Oh, very good. Very good
I
indeed.
use whatever I have in my bag to stop the bleeding, because if he got stricken in the throat multiple times, that does sound like an urgency.
Yeah, you realize that maybe using some of the material you bought from the shop and mixing together with water and etc. can probably hurt him a lot, but can maybe seal the wound, so he's not going to bleed to his death. And you proceed on that, and I ask to Ember to roll me a endurance roll.
I keep all of them, right?
Yes, it's just a endurance.
I got 9.
You got a 9. Okay, so Riska, you prepare everything. You started to put a little bit of material on top. You literally lit his throat on fire for just a brief second. And Ember, you barely had the time to start to have the perception of pain before your brain decided it's too much, and you snap off, and you faint.
That's too much too.
Fair.
A scream erupt from his lung, but you, Ember, don't even hear it. You are gone for the time that the brain can process the fact that you're screaming in pain. Well, thanks to that, you are not suffering any bleeding at the moment. You recover 3 health, thanks to the 18 just rolled from your friend.
All right. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
While this is happening, can I have a talk with Riska while he's doing what he's doing?
Yeah.
First, I would also like to go and attend to
That's
Hazel wounds. Oh, sorry. While we do this, sorry.
while you're doing the thing. So I'm just gonna tell you, like, and because Hazel is off, as I got it, like she does.
Hazel, she started to wander off in the direction of the wolf.
The only thing I say, don't go alone, and I'm like, I will not follow her. I will not go.
Okay.
And what I'm telling these guys, these creatures have intelligence. They understand. Maybe the thing that we let them live will lead them to help us in the future and not consider us enemies because they attacked because we were in their area. Maybe, and as far as little as I know from folk tales, these creatures they deal in exchanges sometimes, and we let them live. We even beat their alpha, and maybe that calls for a favor in the future from them. If we kill the other one now, maybe we'll lose that favor. And I say that very low tone so the other creature won't hear me. And I'm making sure I'm telling Risk that this creature must not hear me for this.
Okay.
Maybe, I have no idea. It did seem like something else was like sort of controlling them, but
I didn't really feel like they were being controlled. They were sent here by something, maybe. But most probably, I believe we're very close to a place where the realms are very thin with each other. And they're just flowing inside our world, and they keep this place as their territory, and they will all disappear after the days are over.
I
can
was
I
something so much here, but I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
Damn it. I can wait.
can I point out that the word went bananas as soon as we approached the cocoons and the cabin? Like the fishermen disappeared into the water and were attacked by those things.
Fair point.
Any
When it
chance
was
they're
and the
patrolling?
shadows.
One at a time, guys. Please don't overlap yourself.
So I was going to say the shadows and everything. You're correct. We might have alerted them in some way, but that's speculation. Like everything can go. Maybe that is the most probable scenario. I agree with this, but let's not stick only to that because there might be other stories behind. I'd say don't kill the wolf. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna say.
Izel, you are losing the track of the wolf right now, so you can't hear this discussion. But you can start to walk back.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. When am I going to be back?
Riska, please.
So fine, let's not kill the wolf. I mean, on its own is less of a problem than 4 of them. However, I have 2 requests. One is I need you, John, to do what I did to Amber because I did get slashed a couple of times on my back. So please.
Are you sure you want me to do that?
I mean, I just see you right now, and I'm probably bleeding. So
I can try to patch you up. You know what? I'm a jack of all trades. I can do a little bit of everything.
Need to pour this on my wound and just set it on fire. It'll just go like bloop on fire for a split second and just cauterize the wound.
I just follow through what he tells me to
Or
do.
if you fail miserably, it will put him on fire. But that's another story, please.
You know what? Just for security, I have some sort of bottle or a vial. Just put a little water to have just nearby, just in case.
Just throw him in the lake.
Let's just do this on the shore, yeah? So
What
I
do
can
I
just,
have to?
roll
What do I
over.
have to roll?
Medicine,
Plus
cunning.
Cunning.
cunning. Excellent. That's like my strong suit. Whoa, I got a 6 actually. Yeah, that's it. That's a 6.
You have a 6.
Yeah, that's it. I have no medicine.
Okay. You recover 1 hit point.
I told you
The
I can do this.
wound is sealed, but also you need to roll me an endurance roll.
Turururu.
And now, and after that, I want to see the two of you dragging eventually 2 people back in town.
1.5.
1.5. But
I
2.5.
okay.
I got a 12
2.5.
endurance.
12. Okay. Thanks for the roll. You scream a little bit, shout a little bit,
Ori!
but you don't faint. The reason
When you
is
turn around, you're like crying.
the reason for that is because the reason for the lower request is because you also have been less wounds than your friend, so the difficulty was high. But anyway, that's not the point right now. The point is,
I'm so sorry.
Hazel, you're back. You are back when you see him literally just put Riska on fire for just for a second.
It's not what you think.
Is exactly what you think.
I'm sure.
And now I want to understand you guys how you go back to town, because I think that is your plan.
I have another urgency before we do so.
Mhm.
I'd like to examine, scavenge, just, get everything I can out of the dead nightmare hound.
The terror dog
Some
or
of the
nightmare
blood,
hound.
some of the bad
Alchemy,
thing.
please. Alchemy, please.
Can I check
With
if the other
cunning?
one's
With cunning, right?
Yeah.
well? That's happening. Can I check if the other one's bleeding? And if it is, just
No,
put
it's
some
not bleeding.
clean. It's
At
not
the
bleeding.
moment.
Okay. Clean its wounds a bit with a towel and some water.
Well, I got a 6, and a 6, and a 6, and a 4. So
What?
that's 22.
Okay.
And you reroll.
You
What
reroll, right?
works?
Sorry?
You reroll those 6s, or they already exploded.
No, that's already the chain of explosion because I only have 1 in alchemy, so I'm kept. It
Okay,
was a good
okay.
one.
It
It's a
was
good
a
one.
very
Go
good
Talor. I
one.
think I'm converted.
You take a critical token, thanks for that, and also
Nice.
you realize that you are collecting a lot of sample for this creature. You realize that their their saliva has some reagents that allow bleeding. You realize that their blood is a very interesting conductor for electricity, and you also realize that the 2 of the 4 eyes can be used to help someone to see in the darkness if probably treated. So you can make 3
Nice.
different elixir from those remains.
Sorry, their saliva causes bleeding. You said.
Saliva, if you coat a weapon with that, it will inflict bleeding on the wounds.
Oh, nice war crimes. I like that.
Their blood conduct electricity, and as I said, 2 of their eyes, if properly treated, can allow you to create a dark vision, or night vision as you want to call it, elixir.
Nice. I like that.
But of course, you need proper equipment in order to do so. For now, you collected enough material.
Cool. So how are we going back to town?
Because in all of this, now you have still the corpse of the poor fisherman that you guys didn't know the name at your feet.
I'd say one of us runs to the city to ask for help.
With those things around?
They're not gonna attack back. They're not coming back.
I will go.
Okay, so you want me to? I can run and bring Ember as well with me to the village in order to get treated there.
You cannot run with Ember.
No, I can run.
I
No, you
can
can.
put him. I just go. Ember is unconscious.
Okay, you go.
I think I'm also a bit of a potato now because probably the feral elixir is running out and that has drawback.
Yeah, guys. I'm the only one that's not been wounded. I'm in the best condition. I can do this.
I'm in the best condition.
Actually,
Okay.
you would need some medication because you were also wounded.
Yes.
I only got about 5 damage. I have 60.
I'm the medic. I'll have to insist. Okay,
Okay,
let's
me
do
do
that.
time is it?
Is almost 1:30. No, sorry. Is quarter past because it's going to be 1:30 when he finished to, recover all the bits for his elixirs.
Okay, before you go, I just wanted to tell you that before all these things started, before we leave the tavern, and while you were leaving me alone with Cervantes, Cervantes told me that Eleanor wants me to know that she's always watching us and that one of us in the team is not what he seems to be. That was her message to me. He's always watching.
I'm very confused. I'm looking at Ember. I just do this and do it. And I'm like, that's just. I don't believe anything that comes out of that guy. Actually.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm in no mood. No, I'm in no state to point fingers at anyone right now. So I'll just wait to heal, and then I'll see about that.
Are you awake? I didn't get that you're awake.
No, he is not. But he's
No, I'm
Ah,
not.
interested.
you're
I'm
not.
not saying. I'm not saying this as Ember.
Ah, I thought you were saying this as Ember. Sorry, I got confused. Okay, I grab Ember and we go. I make him like a backpack.
Okay. Can I have athletics plus brawn? No, actually, plus endurance roll from you.
Yep, it's a 3.
After 10 minutes with Ember on your shoulder, you are spent. You don't know where he is left, where he is right. You need to drag your way back to town, and it's going to take you pretty much not just an hour, but probably an hour and a half to get there.
Well, have a job to do. I have a conviction.
Yeah,
I
no,
have to
you're
bring
doing
Ember
it.
to safety.
You're doing it. It's just so difficult and so long. And when you get in town, the thing is,
One.
you pretty much collapse on the side, and a man reach towards you. It is the Minotaur with the in priest clothes that was out of the church, and he looked down at you a little bit perplexed, and he see your heavily wounded friends, and without saying pretty much nothing, he start to shout names, but you are barely able to do or say something because you started to lose consciousness as well.
Oh no.
But in the meantime of all of this, for an hour and a half, the two of you on the shore, looking at the lake, are waiting and waiting.
Throwing the box. Stealing. You still have the. You still have
Nobody,
the thing.
Do not disturb
nobody
the
disturbs
water.
the water.
You still have the fishing rod though. You can fish.
Yes,
Same as the
because
rocks.
that worked very well for the fisherman.
Before you are able to do or say something, Jean, you are surrounded by a lot of people. One of them is the mayor. The other one is the same woman that this morning was serving your friends at the shop. By the dizziness of what's your going on around you, it seems that her name is Chloe, something like that. You're not completely sure. And they seems to call for Noah, a man named Noah.
Probably the teacher.
Exactly the teacher. The bluish
Yeah.
seems to get closer with a bag on the side. And you get down and he started to treat your friend's wounds and etc. And everyone seems to keep asking, what's happened? You don't have the strength to answer.
I just look at Zinc and I just move like I want to talk with you, but I can't speak. So I'm doing movement like
And
talking.
Noah, with a little bit of a stutter, just let him breathe. Get away, and is try to both take care of your friend's wound and yours.
Well, I'm not wounded, so.
But he doesn't know, so you check.
I'm like, what?
Okay, so you recover other 3 wounds, Ember, and you started to get out of of your state of
All right.
unconsciousness, and the Minotaur look at the two of you. The name is Gelf, at least what you guys heard from other people calling him. He has, as I said, kind of curly hair, and he's wrinkly, a stoic face. He's look down at you, and he just said, "So, what's happened?" And on that, we close the session for tonight. And that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks again for watching. Hope you like it. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe. And I see you out there. Just a couple notes. The Tales of the Forgotten Sea game system is not ready yet. We are working on it just to improve it and make it better. One day it will be released, and we all can play it together. Thanks again. Be kind to each other, and see you next time.